somebody near them starts doing better, and then they're like, oh, shoot, I guess I should do that too.
It's like I don't know if we mentioned this last week, working with a client who hired us who doesn't even have a gym yet. You know, it's like, think about that. Like what, and it's going to be fun. You guys are going to see the case study. I mean, like why it's crazy case study too. He's already saying he's going to hit 75. Nader was in the last record group. He's been killing it. I mean, these guys are putting up, you know, to go from 10 students to 75 students in a short span is insane. There's people that I know that have had schools for years that are stuck at 75 to 100 students because they do the same things that got them there. And they don't do the other little things that get you to the next level. It's like the constant evolution of doing those things.
That's huge. That's huge. I hope everybody just caught that. What we always say this, but like, just to really realize if you're a person who is stuck right now, what got you here won't get you there. That's a phrase you need to remember. If whatever you did got you to 50 students or got you to 100 students and you want to be at 200 or 150 or whatever your next goal is, if you just keep doing the same thing that got you to 100 or 75 students, you're going to stay really good at 100 or 75 or 100 students because what you're doing had the direct result of putting you at 75 or 100. It's kind of like, you know, directions in a car. If you want to drive to Chicago from Detroit, you're going to follow the directions to get to Chicago. If you drive to Chicago a lot of times and you're real good at driving to Chicago, it doesn't all the way automatically take you to LA. You just got to Chicago really efficiently, you know, and that's it. And that's all it's ever going to do. If you want to go to LA afterwards, you need to actually kind of change things and drive to LA. And, you know, I've used the analogy of building a machine. If you look at a Kia engine, right? A Kia engine can get you to a certain functionality in driving. Okay. You can probably go 75 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour. I don't know if you felt like it. But you can go 70 very reasonably. But if you wanted to go 120 miles an hour, you're not doing that in a Kia. Not without burning the thing. Like, okay. Whoa. You want to drive 120 miles an hour, you need a Ferrari. You want to drive it without making the car blow up, you need a Ferrari or a Lambo or whatever fancy car of your choice. But it is what it is. You build a certain engine and that engine is meant to do one thing. If you want the engine to do something else, you need to build something else or build it a little bit differently. So that is, I think, just so crucial. Once you get, that's what gets really fun about like masterminds in general. You're in with groups of people who have done things like way different than what you're trying to do. So the second you kind of enter that realm where you're like, oh, I'm now at this level, other people are like, oh, I was there. Here's what we do, you know? And then you move to the next one. They're like, oh yeah, I've been there before. Here's what you do now. And that's why the people who have been in masterminds and who understand that concept, they tend to stay in masterminds for like 8 years because it's constantly evolving and you constantly need the reassurance or the guidance of somebody who's been there before you. And that's really what it's all about, is changing it up so that you can ultimately get to the destination that you're trying to go to, not just get real good where you are. It's gotta be something new.
And find those little things. That's why we always get like little things. I'm excited for our Michigan one because like I know I'm going to get the things that are going to help me that, oh, hey, I need to do this, this, and this because Amy's doing this and I'm not doing this, or Johnny's doing this and I'm not doing this, or Amanda's doing this and I'm not doing this. And I'll come home and I'll fix the gym. It's like, it's been a crazy year. Like January, went to Johnny's gym, came back, redid a bunch of stuff, made more money, grew the gym. Then we had the Dallas event, got a list of shit to do, implement it. Had a record June. Weird how that works. You know, now I'm going to go to Michigan. I'm going to have more shit I got to do and give it to the team. And we're going to have a record fall. And it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it's like, and we just joke around like, yes, the mastermind's good. And yes, it's learning stuff. But the networking is huge. Being in a room with people that are going through the same shit you're going through or have the same goals and dreams that you can talk to about it. Because you can't talk to your friends about it or your family because they think you just teach class and cash checks. Yep, that's it. That's all I do. I'm really good at cashing checks. But it's fun, but I just love being around the people. And I know I'm going to leave with a sheet of stuff I have to implement. And then I have to implement it. Otherwise, I look like an asshole because I'm a coach and a consultant. So it's like I have to do the things that you guys are doing. So it's like, God dang it. But then like the gym just gets better and it's more fun and it's more profitable and you can do more cool stuff.
Yeah.
Never ending.